Good afternoon, Doctor. For this assignment, I will demonstrate a literature search on the Scopus database focused on a current issue in language studies. The topic I have chosen is language policy and globalization, a crucial area in macro-social linguistics that examines how global forces shape national language planning and how countries respond to these pressures. I will conduct a single precise search and then I will discuss a relevant article from the results. Let's begin. I'm now on the home page of Scopus. You can see the main search bar right at the top. Now I click Advanced Document Search. This is where I will build my query string. A good search string is like a precise key that unlocks the most relevant my research. My goal is to find articles that specifically discuss language policy in the context of globalization. To do this, I need to combine several search techniques into one command. Let me break down what I am going to type and why. Let me input this step by step. First, I type title, apps key. This is my field code. By using this, I am instructing Scopus to only look for my terms in the title, the abstract, and the keywords of articles. This instantly filters out documents where my topic is only mentioned briefly in the main text, ensuring the results are centrally relevant. Next, I add an open bracket to start my conditions. Now I will type language policy. With quotation marks. The quotation marks are crucial for phrase searching. This tells the database to find the words language and policy right next to each other in that exact order. Without the quotes, Scopus will find articles that contain the word language and the word policy anywhere in the text, which could be completely unrelated. After the phrase, I need to connect it to my next concept. Then I type and. This is my Boolean operator. The operator AND means that both the concept of language policy and my next concept must be present in the same article. It narrows the search for precision. For my second concept, I'm using globalize with an asterisk. The asterisk is a truncation symbol. It replaces zero or more characters. So global by the words globalization, globalizing, and so on. This one term efficiently captures different spellings and grammatical forms, making my search comprehensive. Finally, I close the bracket so the complete string is title, apps kit, language policy, and global line. I will now click the search button. Excellent. The database has returned 649 documents. This is a very manageable number of highly focused results. We can see the article titles, authors, and sources. The first result on my list is a perfect example. Let me describe the first journal article. The full title is Language Attitudes of Kazakh Youth, an analysis of the regional aspect. It was written by a team of researchers, Kamid, Bayan, and so on. It was published in 2025 in the European Journal of Language Policy. So what is this article about? Let me check. we can get some information from the abstract. This passage investigates how young people in Kazakhstan viewed different languages against a backdrop of significant social change. The study analyzed the historical evolution of Kazakhstan's language policy and uses focus groups to understand current language preference. A key finding is that the country is transitioning from bilingualism to trilingualism, actively incorporating English into its educational system for the purpose of global integration. The research concludes that effective language policies must account for regional differences to promote social harmony. Finally, let's discuss how my chosen topic is relevant to current issues in language studies. The article I just discussed and the search that found it touch upon several core macro-social linguistic topics. First and most obviously, it deals directly with language policies as it analyzes national planning and its implementation. Second, it is deeply connected to globalization and languages, showing how global forces drive the inclusion of English in a national curriculum. Third, it explores multilingualism by examining the shift from a two-language to a three-language system. Fourth, it investigates language and identity, as the attitudes of Kazakh youth reveal how they navigate their national, cultural, and global identities through language. And finally, it relates to language and social change, demonstrating how language policy is both a response to and a driver of major societal transformations. So all of this demonstrates that a well-constructed search on Scopus can efficiently connect us to research that sits at the very heart of contemporary debates in language studies. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.